Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new episode of Legends of Runeterra. Today we are following up on the deck that we created and shared, among other things, and yep, it's that deck. Oh my god, I broke the game. The idea of the deck is pretty simple. Fill the board with Anivias. And we've got plenty of cards to do that. We've got Absorb Soul, Oblivious Icelander, Avarosan Sentries, Entreat, Glimpse Beyond, Vile Feast, Kindly Tavern Keeper, Mistcall, Chronicle of Ruin, Grasp of the Undying, Withering Whale, Anivia, the Rekindler, Vengeance, and one copy of the Ruination. Now, I know for sure that somebody suggested to switch in more copies of Ruination. I think that would work, but this was the original build, and I want to show you guys how it behaves. On another note, how do you get Anivia to be all over the place? Well, if you remember correctly, Anivia, when she dies, she turns into Anivia. If you're enlightened, transform me back into Anivia and level up. Level up Anivia, deal 2 to all enemies and the enemy nexus. And last breath, revive me, transform into Anivia. The same thing that level 1 Anivia has. And how you do that? Well, you can either sacrifice her using Absorb Soul once. There are pretty interesting combinations that you can pull off with Oblivious Icelander, either on Anivia to reduce her cost, or on the Rekindler or Chronicler of Ruin to use multiple in the same turn. Now, Mistcall, this is an excellent card if you manage to get 3 copies of them by the time you get off. And you have to control the game until turn 9-ish. Because after that, it's your game entirely. We've got Tavern Keeper to keep you alive, Vile Feast for drain, and for easy removals for those 1 HP creatures. If you didn't manage to draw Anivia, you can use Entreat. Avarosan Sentry to draw you cards. Chronicler of Ruin. You can kill Anivia with it. That's the indicated scenario. You use it on Anivia. Anivia gets turned into Anivia, and you get another Anivia on the board. Now, if you have Chronicle of Ruin and Mistcall, if you play Mistcall afterwards, guess what? You'll get yet another Anivia. In this game, the graveyard, of course, is not present. There's no button to see the graveyard and the creatures that have died. But the graveyard is persistent, meaning that any creature revived from the graveyard, it does not disappear from the graveyard, from that pseudo graveyard that is hidden. Instead, it remains there and can be used further on. Meaning, in the same turn, you can spawn multiple copies of Anivia with Mistcall, even though only 1 Anivia died. So, this is pretty much the deck. You can use Ruination once you have a full Anivia board. Why? Because all the Anivias will just turn into eggs, and then once it's your turn again, guess what? They're back into their Anivia form. Of course, if your opponent does not remove them somehow. But there's so little Ruination played these days. I highly doubt that there's anyone gonna be removing Anivias or even try to give Anivia attention. Probably they'll just try to kill her off, or I don't know. I guess we'll see. So let's hop on to some gameplay and show you guys how this deck excels. Okay, and guess what? Matched up with a Twisted Fate and Fizz. Builds water only. This is going to be interesting if we don't manage to control that Fizz. And the problem is, Withering Whale might help with that. Vengeance is kind of poop, because any targeted spell aimed at Fizz can be easily denied. Now, Withering Whale cannot be denied, I believe, because it deals damage, board effect damage, so it cannot be denied. We don't have anything in hand useful. Oh, and my opponent just started stealing cards. It's a Plunder Yoink combination with Twisted Fate and Fizz. I don't want to use any of my cards yet, even though I'm wasting mana. I'm not regenerating anything, so I'm just throwing it away. That was 6 useful mana. I'm just gonna soak up some damage. We got plenty of stuff that we can use for removal and for drain later on. Here we go. We're back through our 17 HP. So this should... Ooh, there's Anivia. Now we can play our Icelanders. We got one more. And we're gonna reduce Anivias' cost by 1 again. So Anivia is currently sitting at 4, and we're just gonna get some HP here. And we have protection. We can easily challenge any of the attackers with the Icelanders. Throwable, expendable. Damn. He didn't went for the keg. Instead he went for the 1 cost, and he got 1, which is actually good. We'll try to remove as many as possible, because we care little about what we have here. My opponent kept the 3-2, which is nice. Good for him. He still has some mana to play. And okay, pass. I'll take that. Vile Feast. Gonna have to Vile Feast the 3-2. Just to get a spider that I can block the 3-2. It will become a 3-1. So I can block 3 damage. Fizz will deal damage to me. But that is okay. I can heal for 3 more. Uh-oh. I'm guessing probably Twisted Fate will come soon, because of that attacking unit that will draw up stuff. Interesting that he didn't pick Fizz. I think maybe he didn't have any spells to play, which is kind of weird. Well, I got nothing to play, and I don't want to drop Anivia and have it die. Ooh, we can further reduce. I think I'll pick Anivia again, even though it would have been nice to have the Rekindler. But if we manage to play Anivia, now sitting at just a 3 cost, then kill her off with something. Ooh, Chronicler of Ruin. Okay, our hand is getting interesting. And we're at 8 mana pool. 2 more turns, and we're gonna get enlightened. This means next turn we can spawn Anivia. For now, we can just wait. Or do we want to wait? I don't know. My hand looks juicy, but I think I'll just heal. Even though it's not a full heal, but I'll take it. Ouch. If we get a Withering Whale, this is gonna be very nice. Let's play Vengeance and get rid of that unit drawing cards. I don't like it. Since it's build water only, there is no fear of actually running into any denial, which is kind of great. Ooh, more yoinks. Built for goods. Wonder what my opponent stole this time. We're gonna see eventually. Okay, and jailbreak. That's a poor roll. So we've got another Chronicler of Ruin. We'll have to take our chances here. We're gonna play Anivia. Twisted Fate. Okay, and the 3-3 is gonna get stunned. Now, let's attack. My opponent decides to block with the 4-1, it's not gonna help. Because it will die anyway. So, Anivia's power-up, Anivia's ability, deals damage regardless if your opponent blocks or not. It's not like Misfortunes, only to the combating units, but to everything altogether. And my opponent tried to prevent Fizz from dying, but Anivia's ability, guess what? It's undeniable by Fizz. It's a board-wide effect. Okay, and I'm just gonna pass here. Because my 3-3 unit also died. Playing Mist Call would have been a gamble, and I'm not willing to gamble right now. Ooh, we got another Anivia, but I think it's pretty okay to use that to just Frostbite. Oh, he stole a Chronicle of Ruin from me. And guess what? It does not work on Twisted Fate. Sorry, mate. He tried to resummon, but actually Twisted Fate's card says play. When you play me, pick a Destiny card. Okay, we are in business. And by killing Twisted Fate, he actually reset the counter for his drawing cards level up progression. Yeah, we can soak up 1 damage. He's not attacking with Twisted Fate because I have Anivia. We're gonna spawn yet another Anivia. And then we're gonna use Chronicler of Ruin to spawn yet another Anivia. Here we are. Look at that chat. Look at that chat. It's beautiful. We got 4 Anivias so far. And we have 1 Rekindler. We're gonna see if we manage to put the Rekindler to good use. Because it's definitely gonna get me another Anivia. Now I need to get rid of those Chroniclers of Ruin, because they're keeping my board full. They have fulfilled their purpose, and now they must die. I can kill one off. Maybe my opponent will decide to block that, but everything will die. Everything dies. That's so much damage there. What the fuck? What the fuck, mate? Jesus. Look at that crap going off. Unfortunately, My Chroniclers of Ruin did not die. Gonna be crappy. A bit. Just a little bit. But once we sacrifice... Okay, he went for the Anivia. I think it... Oh, yeah. It automatically targets whatever it chooses with the highest power, I think. The biggest and baddest. Yeah, Anivia is the biggest and baddest. There's Fizz again. My opponent is running out of cards. He dominated his... on hand cards. He dominated me from the beginning of the match towards the time I managed to spawn my Anivias. And that's not a Twisted Fate. Alrighty then. You got one more card. And, yeah. We're gonna use the 3-3 to defend. Both Chronicles of Ruin. I'm gonna try to use them for defensive purposes. And we can actually challenge this. Challenge the attack. Oh, but I forgot Anivia had vulnerable. Oh well, can't have everything. But I will try to kill these guys off. Let's see if we manage. So one dies there. And I'm gonna block this guy. And I'm gonna use my Glimpse Beyond to get rid of the last Chronicle of Ruin. And Anivia won't die, guess what? And then we can play our Chronicler of Ruin. And let's Frostbite everything.
Brace yourselves.
Well, the most important attackers, actually, so... Okay, we got a Glimpse Beyond... sorry, we got a Miss Score. We got an Absorb. Okay. Let's play the Rekindler. We got a almost full board of Anivias, and guess what? Opponent surrendered. Cheers to that. Big shout out to my channel supporters. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time with yet probably another crazy deck for you guys to enjoy. Cheers.